Hey everybody. It's Wednesday the 12th. It is about 2 o'clock here in Pasadena. I'm sitting at my desk, so I have new plaques up. I finally put all my stuff except for him. Gotta have Frankenstein. But I put up some of my awards and some articles about myself. You can see them right there. Um, I did all this since I've been home. I'm sitting at my desk right now because let me take these off because the reflection bothers me. Um, so I'm doing a podcast interview in about 50 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, I actually don't know the name of the podcast. I did at one time know what it is, um, but I don't know what it is today. But I'm doing that today. Um, so that'll be kind of fun. And talk about all the regular things I talk about, which is Grandma's Cookies, my Christmas horror short, and then I'm gonna talk about Riker, the movie I did with Kevin and Noel, out in Vegas, and then I'm gonna talk about Dark Lullabies, my movie that's on Tubi, which is a collection of my short films. And then I also set up another podcast. Um, I just did it right before I went online called The Fishbowl. It was something I was trying to do. Um, and the guy had to push it, and then I went to Colorado. I'm sorry, Cleveland, and he wanted to do it the day, but I was traveling back, so I wasn't able to do it. Um, and then I traveled for 3 weeks when I went to travel for my birthday. So now that I'm back, I do film this weekend, so can't do it this weekend, but we're gonna do it the following weekend, which is great. No, not the following weekend, 2 weekends from now. So I'll do this podcast interview today, and then that one will come out, and then I'll have the other one, and that'll come out. That'd be kind of cool. I do have to set up a few more interviews because for grandma's cookies and stuff, but I want to do like a full interview with like maybe one with me and the actors, and then one with me and some of the crew. So that way talk about um we can talk about the things that we did on the movie, like what it was like on set making the movie, like from like the actor's perspective, and then on set talking about the crew's perspective. So I like doing that. I have a couple of friends that do that have their own podcasts, and I think that they would like having um all of us on because it gives them content, but it gives me something to talk about. So that's kind of exciting. Um, but I think we're gonna release Grandma's Cookies soon. I mean, I know that like it's a Christmas horror movie, so I definitely want to promote it during the Christmas holiday. But like this movie's gone through the festival circuit and it's been doing really well. But I think eventually I got to release it to the wild. But we have submitted my film to a few film festivals um, that we're still waiting to hear back from. So once we hear back from them, um, and then once it goes through that, I think I'll put a fork in it and call it done, and we can release the movie and everybody can watch it. So, um, oh, hello, how are you? Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I was just saying that I'm about to do a podcast interview. So I thought I'd do it live real quick just to check in with everybody, see how they were doing. It's raining today here in Los Angeles. You can't tell right now. It's not raining at this present moment, but it is raining. That's why, and I have my jacket on because I'm cold. Even though I have the heater on. Also, want to look nice for the podcast. So, but I was just saying that I hung up more of my awards and some of my articles that I have. So this will be my background when I do. Um, it is it's 2:13 right now, 2:13 PM. Uh, Athena, where are you at? But anyways, yeah, I just put up some of my words and some of my articles and stuff. So this is my background when I do podcasts or when I do interviews or Zoom calls. Because I want it to look professional. There's even one behind me. So, um, oh, Belgium. I've never been to Belgium. I want to go to Belgium so bad. And when I was in Thailand, I met a couple of people from Belgium. So I'm definitely gonna have to go. I'll definitely have to go. It looks amazing. I mean, I want to go everywhere, so but I haven't. I need to explore more of Europe. I haven't been to that many places yet. So, um, but anyways, happy Wednesday, everybody. Just taking a moment to check in. I hope everybody's going to. Oh, is it really cool? I'll have to check it out. I'm in the States. I'm in California. Um, it's not that exciting. It's really cold and sort of rainy today. So I kept getting this notification that it was supposed to be like flash flood warnings, but I feel like it's barely been raining. I mean, it's cold, but it's barely raining. So, which is interesting for California, especially LA, because we don't get a ton of rain. comparative to like the rest of the state or even the rest of the country. Um, but it can rain and it can get cold, which it is like today. Now I'm supposed to go to an event tonight that I do every Wednesday at my friend's house. I haven't been the last couple months because I've been either filming or I've been traveling. And now that I'm sitting here looking outside at how cold it is, I don't think I want to go. I think I want to stay home. We'll see how I feel after this podcast interview. But like for those of you that just joined, I'm getting ready to do a podcast. I'm gonna talk about a couple of the movies that I did. Grandma's Cookies, which is my Christmas horror short, that's doing really, really well in the festival circuit right now. That it was doing so well, we decided to do a second year. And then I'm also gonna talk about Riker, which is like it's a sci-fi AI action thing, which is a lot of fun. And I like that one because we have two Asian leads, and that's very uncommon, especially right now in LA. So we're working on that. And then also I have a movie on Tubi um, called Dark Lullabies. I'm definitely gonna talk about that. So I mean, you can if you guys have any information on the movies that I've worked on, either as a writer or director or anything, you can always go to my website. It's down in the link below, but it's michaeljcoulombe.com. And then just look under projects and all the projects are there. So please check them out. Um, and let me know what you say, because I try to put all the links to the movies if they're available online, which most of them are. Um, please check them out. I work really hard on my movies, so I definitely want to share them with you guys. Also, there's Frankenstein. What's up, Frankie? Or that's Frankenstein's monster. That's one of my favorites. So it just seems sort of fitting that as somebody who does a lot of horror movies and likes horror movies, that's the boy that watches over me right there. So Frankenstein's monster. Um, but yeah, so it's Wednesday here, Wednesday afternoon. I got to go on this podcast shortly. It's about 45 minutes. Um, but I hadn't done a live in a couple. So I didn't do any lives. I didn't do any vlog yesterday because um, one day it's cold and the next day it's summer. It's not perfect. Is that in Belgium or is that here? Because um, here in LA, it's usually warm. I mean, we're called the Golden State for a reason. Um, so it's nice that it's not sunshiny right now because I like to enjoy the difference. Um, so like yesterday, I basically just like I got up and took care of a few things. Finally finished my taxes, and I had a conference, a Zoom call for production for a project I'm starting on Saturday. But once that stuff was done, I was in bed. Like I just went to the bed and I just laid there and watched movies all day long. I caught up on television shows. It was nice because I don't take a lot of time to do that, which I should, but I needed to take care of it because um, that's what I do. So, um, sorry, my roommate's doing something. Yeah, so I just was chilling all day long because I think it was cold and it was rainy. It was just sort of like a good time to sit and um relax and catch up on shows and just I'd gotten a nice bottle of red wine for my birthday and I finally opened it and enjoyed that. So that was kind of nice. Um, but I have one more day left of being off before I film for the next 5 days. So that'd be Saturday. Oh, but my friend, no, today's only Wednesday, so I have 2 days. Yes, I have 2 days. If I were able to go to Brussels because it has a golden palace and it's really big, I really like it there. Brussels. I just want to see everything. Like I just want to see the world. You know, that's that's what's important to me is I love seeing the world. I love meeting new people. I just love seeing new places, trying new beers when I go, trying new foods. It's one of my favorite things. So it doesn't really matter where I go, I think. I want to just go wherever. So, um, who knows? Maybe in the next future we'll make it to Belgium. You never know. But in the meantime, I just got back from Southeast Asia for my birthday. That was an amazing trip. I spent a week in Vietnam and then a week in Cambodia and then a week in Thailand. You can check all those out in the vlog below. And check them out. There was fun. I had such an amazing trip. It really was an awesome trip, and I'm glad I went. I hung out with my friend Edward from high school, um, and he kind of showed me around. So definitely a lot of things to share. Those vlogs, they're all about 30 minutes long, and I do a lot, and they're pretty popular. People seem to enjoy this, so check them out. And then, yeah. just another chill day. Hope everybody's having a good week. Um, Sunday was a time change, so it's been difficult to like, try to adjust to the time change. So, um, I've been doing okay, you know. You're very sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take all the subscribers I can get you guys. Um, I've talked about this before, but I started the vlog a couple years ago because my mom died and I was sort of dealing with that, and then it led to like this series of events that made like 2023 one of the most difficult years of my life. And so my friend was telling me I should use it as a way to be therapeutic. And then after that, I um I started doing it because I work in film and I travel a lot. So he's like, you should definitely vlog because I think you'll find an audience and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I never expected people to listen. I never expected people to tune in. I never expected people to like subscribe and respond. And so um everybody's been really awesome. And of course, that's okay. It's okay if you're the only one here. Because people will find this later and they'll watch it. Fingers crossed. Um, because I just go live at random times, so I don't expect people to log in. But there was a few minutes ago, we had like 15 people. So um I appreciate anybody who comes in, even if it's for 1 minute. And I won't talk that long because like I said, I gotta get ready for this podcast interview. But thank you for joining in from Belgium. That's kind of cool. I don't think I have a lot of Belgium followers, so um you might be the one. That means a lot. Thank you. But I do have like my friend, like I said, my friend Edward watches a vlog from Vietnam, so he always watches it. And then my best friend and co-writer Brantley usually checks it out, so he always comments on things. So even though there's nobody online right now, um wait, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that about your brother. Um I was very close to my mom. I mean, I've experienced death before, but losing my mother was one of the hardest things just because I was so close to her. Um, and so it just was one of those things. And it just 2023 in general. So what was interesting was right at on the very first day of the year, I caught COVID. And I was like, fuck, I hope that's not like a bad sign because it's the new year and I started with COVID. And then my mom died. So it was like literally a week later. I was supposed to go see her and I didn't because I had COVID and I wanted to wait till I got better. And then she died before I could go see her. It was like by a day. Like I was supposed to see her on I was gonna go see her on Sunday, but I wanted to wait till I got my test results back, my PCR test, which was supposed to be on Monday, and then I was gonna go see her and she died on Sunday night. Uh, but it sort of like led to like this chain of events that happened where it became like the worst year of my life where like I mean, I've talked about it many times on the vlog, so I'm not gonna reiterate this, but yeah, it was really, really bad. Like I just had a lot of issues with my nephew and he was going through a lot and I was the only one here to help him because my whole family's in the Midwest. So skip it. We're going to cry. No, no. Okay, you can watch the vlogs later. No, no. I actually really fine. But now I just do the vlog because I enjoy it. And people tune in. And I get it, I my life is my life. I live the life that I want. I'm able to travel, I work in film. Um and so I just like to share that with people because I'm hoping that at least one or two people get motivated by what I do. So I don't have, I'm not like a celebrity. I just do what I do. I have a good time with it. Um, I want to see the world, and it's interesting because people do watch this and they do comment on things. And that's strange because I just never thought that. Like, what's really interesting is I have like no engagement on Instagram at all, and I tried really hard to have an engagement, but for some reason I don't, and so I get engagement here, which is interesting for some reason. So I don't get a lot on. Um, I don't get a lot of engagement on Instagram or any of the other things. So I do it on here. Um, I'm not necessarily trying to be a YouTuber. I just like to have a really good time. So, um, and in case you haven't noticed, I really like talking. So, although I should save my voice for my podcast recording, right? Also, my friend Andrew keeps messaging me because we did a podcast at one time a couple of years ago, and we had to stop it for some reason. And he's messaging me all the time, going, "We should do it again. We should do it again." So I don't know. Maybe we'll do our podcast again where we were hosting it. That was kind of fun. But I will tell you, it takes a lot of work to do a podcast because you have to schedule it. then you have to record it, and then you have to edit it, and then to post it, they have to promote it, and then you have to get more guests, so it's like a constant thing. I don't mind doing it. I used to have my own podcast where I did it by myself. It was called Mimosas with Michael. Um, and it did really well. People loved it, but it just got a lot. And during the pandemic, it was good because I could use Zoom a lot. Um, I am from South Shields, UK. Well, hello. How are you? Um, but now, but if I could do the podcast with Andrew and I have somebody who could help me, it'll be a lot easier because I could have somebody who can sort of take the burden. And like the thing with film is we work such long hours and we don't have a set schedule. Like every project has its own schedule. So sometimes I could work in the morning, sometimes I could work night shoots, sometimes I do splits. It just depends. And then like for instance, this particular job I'm working on the weekends, so which is fine. I don't mind that stuff. It's just interesting. I like this schedule. I like that I don't have the a consistency because it doesn't feel boring. Like every day is completely different. And I know sometimes you could just it's like the same drudge where you get up and do the same thing day after day after day. I personally can't do that. My ADD it drives my ADD crazy. Um and then I have my own schedule and I'm able to sort of travel when I want. And it's nice because like it's interesting because like sometimes I can't do the things I want because I'm filming and then it's like I'll have time and I can go to see the movies and I can travel and set up with friends. So you kind of just have to figure it out. I have to retire from work early. Well, I'm working on that. From your mouth to God's ears, let's hope. I'm moving into writing and directing this year. I feel like this is my year. I'm knocking on wood, so I feel very confident about the future. I talk about a lot that on my last few vlog posts. So before I went to Southeast Asia to celebrate my birthday, I was sort of in a funk, just like where my life was going. Um, and I know it's first world problems. I don't want people to think that like I don't understand. Like I understand that. But I just also have like my own goals and dreams, and they just weren't moving in the direction I wanted them. And so I was frustrated with that. But for some reason, I had such an amazing trip, and I came back and sort of feel very grounded now, which I like. And with my friend Edward, we hung out. Like I said, we celebrated my birthday in Vietnam, and it was very grounding. I don't know. Sometimes it's interesting how you have to go somewhere else to find yourself. I think in a way. And so now that I'm back, I feel a little more grounded in a sense. I mean, it's not like every day's still a struggle, but I feel more like focused. And that's yes, I have meds. I'm on an antidepressant. My doctor put me on one. I take it every night. It's helped a lot. I had a very good friend who was just like, I noticed a difference ever since you've been on the medicines. And it's not like I still have my days where I'm happy and sad, but I guess apparently the medicine has made me more even keel. Like I'm much more able to deal with the stressors of life. And I guess before I just didn't know. Like I guess I got easily frustrated and no, I don't. I don't know. I personally don't see the difference, but my friends around me do, and that's all that matters. And who knows, you know? But then I vlog. When I'm frustrated, I vlog. I also journal. I journal a lot. I use this location-based journal so that when I travel, I take pictures and I can tag where I'm at, and it's kind of nice because then I can revisit that and remember those places. It's actually kind of nice. So, and it's also interesting because like when I look back at previous years, it's kind of nice to see how far I've come along in my career and then in my self journey and stuff. So um I will tell you that the app that I use is called Day One. It's a journal, but I like it because it's on my laptop, it's on my tablet. So if I'm sitting here, I can type on it. Um, it's on my phone because, like I said, it's location based, but also there's a watch app, and I use my watch for everything. Um, it's the one piece of technology I'm obsessed with when it comes to Apple. I was just looking out the window to see. I mean, it's cold and wet, but it's not raining at this precise moment, which I guess is okay. Again, I was supposed to have like flash flood warnings and all this stuff, and it's been barely like anything. So I don't know, but it's supposed to rain all weekend, I guess. So maybe it's just beginning. Who knows? Anyways, in and start talking. I love when you guys um give me comments. Also, I love that you guys are talking to each other. That's so awesome. Please do that in more of my lives. That's kind of cool. I like creating a community. So um maybe I'll start doing lives and I'll have like a theme or something we can talk about. Um, I don't know. I mean, I'm not like I don't know. I know there's some topics that are taboo. It's crazy right now in America politically and everything, and we're probably moving into recession. So, knock on wood that we don't, but you know, we'll survive. We always do. If not, I'll just have something else to talk about on my lives, right? But you guys, check out my vlogs. I try to be entertaining. Sometimes I just talk to the camera like I do now. Um, you can scroll past that. That's fine. Especially like the ones where I travel. Those ones are fun because I was going on tours and I meet new people, and so I try when I'm vlogging to share as much as what I'm doing and share the people that I'm with. Sometimes it's hard because some people are not comfortable with that, and also I can't always do it from set because I sign NDAs, and so I can't talk about or show what I'm doing. So I try to just talk about me working and how excited I am, but I can't always talk about the project. Um, but if it's projects that I'm working on that are my own projects, I definitely will share as much as I can. So like I said, go to my website, michaeljcoulombe.com. It's actually, you'll see down in the link below, or it's on my banner on my page. And then like I said, go to the project section, hit projects. There's a drop down menu for all the projects, or you just hit projects, they're all there. You can also check out my photography. Um, yeah, I mean, I do a lot. I have a lot of fun with it. Like I said, I'm very grateful. So this is an article about me as a filmmaker, and then this one is an article about my photography, and these are some of my awards. I also have a couple more over here. Sorry, that's the window. It's kind of right outside. That's a picture from a movie I directed, my first one, and there's a couple of awards. So, trying to be. I figure when I do my Zoom calls or my interviews, um, I look professional with all of these, so people take me seriously, which is what I want because I'm a serious filmmaker. I'm a serious person. So, I gotta get ready for this quick vlog. I'm sorry, not quick. This quick podcast. And I'm really sorry. I don't remember what it's called. I get hit up for a lot of podcasts sometimes, and so I just forget. So, but like I did, I do have one today, and then I also set one up for like 2 weekends from now. So, you can check the website, Michael J. Coulombe, because I always post about it there. Also, if you go to the website, there is a whole section that says press. Pick on it, and all of my podcast interviews are there. All of I've had podcast interviews. I've done like magazines and stuff, and then each project has its own. Like some projects have reviews and stuff. So I mean, there's tons of things to see if you're really curious about the things that I do, um, which I hope you are. That's what we want. But anyways, I'm grateful that you guys all took the time to jump on here. This really means a lot. I actually didn't realize how much fun doing lives would do. So I'm probably gonna hang out with my friend, either my friend Klinger, because Klinger wants to travel for his birthday in July. So I think we're going to figure out where we want to go. Um, but also I'm gonna hang out with my friend Justin, and Justin is a friend of the vlog. We hang out a lot. Maybe I'll just do a live with him. I don't know. We'll see. He likes doing it. He's an actor. He's pretty because he's a model. Um, he's a model and an actor. So we've been friends for years too. Years, years, years. Also, I need to do lives from when I'm on set directing. It's just because I get so focused, you guys, and I forget like even to bring up my phone. So um I gotta be more cognizant of that for you guys. So but I hope everybody's having a good week. It's Wednesday afternoon here. I know some people are going into Thursday. So like in yeah, in Southeast Asia right now, my friends, it's like 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. So thank you so much for taking it. Like I get way down live for almost 30 minutes now. Thank you guys so much for just listening to me yap for 30 minutes. Um, but I'm glad you guys comment because it gives me things to talk about. I did a live a couple days ago. You could check it out. I was just walking around the neighborhood and this guy was asking me questions. It was actually kind of nice. Like just asking me like a fear that I overcame, which I thought was such a good question, you know. So please feel free to you can ask questions or you can talk to each other like I love. Like that's awesome that you guys are talking to each other. That's community. That's kind of what I want to build on here, you know. People making friends. I'm really good at connecting people. I've always been that way. I used to do a networking event from filmmakers, and I had a lot of people that met through that, and so I'm like a connector. I'm really good friends with this guy named Victor Miller. Victor Miller wrote the original Friday the 13th. He was my writing mentor, and we also wrote a script together. And he used to tell people that I was a connector. And I didn't know what he meant at first by that, but he used to say that he goes, "Oh, it's good that you know Michael. Michael's a connector. I connect people together." And I do that even outside of film. Like I'm just one of those people where I'm a conduit. I don't know why. I'm just one of those people. And so like I used to just even when I had friends, it's like I'm like, "Oh, you should meet such and such because you guys have the same interests." And then like I remember I had two really good friends that ran in two different circles and they met through me, but they both love skiing. So they ended up like planning ski trips together, which I'm not a skier, but I still wanted to go because I like the mountains. But yeah, they would just go do their thing. So I'm a connector. So that's what I've been told, and I own it, and I like it, and I'm glad that people could connect through me. So please comment, please talk to each other. That's really awesome. Thank you guys so much for listening. I think I'm just talking to myself right now because I can't see there's anybody online, which is fine. You know, if you can't stay on the whole time, you can always come back and watch it later, and comment things then. Sorry, I just because I can look at myself right here, all I see is like I need to shave. Please don't judge me. I should probably do that before the podcast interview, right? I have a few more minutes. um. Anyway, oh, hello. You guys, what's so funny? I don't have my glasses on because when I wear my glasses, it reflects, and so it feels weird. So sometimes when you guys comment, I don't always see. So, um, no, don't judge. Anyways, I don't know who that is, but anyways, I just want to say, thank you to everybody that comes in and listens. It means a lot. Um, and I just hope that, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the vlogs, and the lives. I have a good time. I'll try and do more shorts too. Um, but I just like politically things are crazy right now, and so I just try to be like, no, I don't know who you are. Sorry. It just, I don't know. But that's okay. Um, anyways, I hope everybody has a happy Wednesday. It's only the middle of the week. We got to get past it. And then we can the weekend's coming. I hope everybody has really good weekend plans. Um, I don't know what the weekend's going to be like here in LA. It's supposed to rain. Like we have really dark clouds right now. Um, which is funny because like maybe 2 or 3 days ago, it was really hot here. Not like really hot. I mean, just like it was like all of a sudden it rained and then got like 80 degrees and now it's like cold again, and dark clouds. But I'm excited because I want it to rain this weekend. So even though I'm working, it's supposed to rain. So if you live in California, I hope you stay dry. If you're anywhere else in the world, like I know we just had somebody from Belgium. I really hope you guys have a good weekend as well. And yeah, I don't know. Next time I do a live, I'll try and maybe have a topic. I don't know. Sometimes I just like talking and I like seeing with you guys logging on and kind of seeing where the conversation goes. So but it's all so interesting. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for listening. I'm gonna log off now because I gotta get ready for this podcast interview. So if you didn't catch this whole thing, you're more than welcome to rewatch it. I do upload it. Um and also like I said, check out my other vlogs, just about my vacation and stuff and previous things. Um, I went to like this Oscars show like a couple years ago, and that one always seems to do really well during the Oscars because it just talks about the Oscars. Um, I have a few for me on set and a few things prepping my projects. Like there's a lot of vlogs because I was prepping this project Riker we shot in November, which I'm going to talk about on the podcast today. Also, a few about my project Grandma's Cookies, which is doing really well on the festival circuit. But again, you can find everything on my website, michaeljcoulombe.com. It's going to be down below in the links, and you can also check it on the website. But I mean, just stop by and see. I have all kinds of fun stuff there. I've been making movies for I've been in the industry for 20 years, so I've been at it for a minute. And like I said, I'm moving into writing and directing more. So I'm only going to have more projects to talk about and more press and more things to talk. So please check it out. Become a friend of the vlog. I mean a lot. I do try to talk about interesting things. I know some are not as interesting as others. I just share what's in my life. So some days are more fun than others. I'm totally aware of that. Like right now, I've just been talking for 30 minutes and it's just been like I'm talking to people from around the world, which by the way, is really part of the reason why I travel. So thank you everybody for logging in. Um, I have this podcast interview in 20 minutes. So um once it's available, I'll put it on my website, Michael J. Coulombe. So if you want to follow me there, once it gets posted, I'll let you know. I also post things on my Instagram, so you can go to filmmaker MJC. All this is in the links below or on my Blue Sky. I'm trying to get a bigger following on Blue Sky because I like that app a lot. So, you can feel free to follow me there too. And, say hi. And always, like I said, leave things in the comments. I love that you guys are talking to each other. That means a lot. Um, and yeah. Okay, it's 30 minutes. I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Wednesday. I hope everybody has a great week. It's hump day, I guess. So we're all got to get over that hump. The weekend's coming. But for me, I'm working, so I'm enjoying my time off now while I can. So, anyways, happy day. Hope everybody's not too tired from losing an hour this week. It's only been a couple of days, so I understand if it takes a little bit to get like adjusted. Um, Losing that hour sucks. But because it's been raining, I've kind of just been chilling. So I gotta go back and be productive now, do this podcast interview. I have a few things I gotta take care of. And then I might go to the event tonight. We'll see. It depends on how the weather is. It is supposed to be raining, so I don't know. And it's across town. If not, I'll just have a glass of wine and finish watching my shows. Who knows where the night will go? Anyways, everybody have a great day.